Emotes and Mercs. Today we are going to be having a look at Mechanical Frog's Battletech Why Do We Love Floating Critical Hits. Excuse me. This is a rule that I haven't really seen too much about before, so I wanted to go ahead and have a look and see how he explains it. So I've heard it explained different ways, and I just wanted to make sure I got it right. So anyways, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, and let's roll the film. Tech, why do we love floating critical hits?
In discussions with Battletech players about the vast additional content that can be added to Battletech games, one of the alternate rules that most frequently rises to the top is floating criticals.
Oh, this is one of those advanced rules. Oh, shoot. Okay. This is probably why. Yeah, this is probably why I haven't heard of it in standard rotation, because if you don't know, the advanced rules for Battletech take a 3-hour game and it turns it into an all-day affair. So you're set aside the entire day. You're going to need it because it's just going to be Battletech. It's going to be a good time, but sometimes you don't have all day for that.
Today I'd like to take a look at the rule and see if I can make the case for adding it to your next game of classic tabletop Battletech. If you're already a fan of the rule, keep being awesome, you demigod amongst humans. The standard mech hit location table looks like this, with a 2d6 roll determining where on a mech damage is allocated. Note the devious little asterisk up here at the top for a roll of 2. The fine print states that on a roll of a 2, a critical hit may be achieved even if there is still armor remaining on the mech. This makes a logical sense, as in the real world, a particular section of a mech or a tank could breach before the rest of the armor in that section.
Critical hit, emotional, damage. I mean, if you're rolling snake eyes on a 2d6, then good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor, because at that point, you're already kind of messed up.
Your standard
it was an
anti-tank
unlucky
missile
hit.
isn't blowing off a whole sheet of armor. Rather, it's focusing an intense amount of kinetic energy on as small a point of armor as possible in the hope of penetrating it. However, in the standard rules, the floating critical can only take place in the torsos depending upon the directional source of incoming fire. On our archer here, fire from the left side on a roll of 2 will generate an opportunity to roll for a critical hit on the left torso. From the right side, a critical hit roll chance on the right torso. A shot from the front creates an opportunity for a critical hit roll against the center torso. Easy, right? A savvy observer might point out that the only places this blow-through critical chance can occur in the standard system is in the torsos. The floating critical rule seeks to remedy that by allowing for the possibility of a blow-through critical chance everywhere, even the head. Here's how it works.
That's kind of crazy, but let's see.
Attacking mech warrior is hit with a medium laser and rolled a 2 on the hit location table. Instead of allocating the 5 damage and rolling to see if there was a critical hit on the center torso, she will roll the 2d6 again and reference the table a second time. As it turns out, the mech warrior's second roll was a 10, so the 5 damage is allocated to the armor of the archer's left arm. Then the roll to see if there's a critical hit on the left arm is taken. You might ask, well, what happens if she rolls another 2? Well, in that case, the location is deemed to be a torso hit in the original 2 roll. In the case of our shot against the archer, it would have been the center torso. Now let's look at another example. This Mad Dog's mech warrior successfully hits the Atlas with its large pulse laser from the right side. After an original 2d6 roll of 2, instead of hitting the right torso and rolling to see if there's a critical, the 2d6 is rolled again. This time the roll is a 4, so the damage is applied to the right arm. Then the attacker rolls an 8 on the determining critical hits table, achieving a critical hit on that arm. It looks like things aren't going well for our Atlas today.
No, not at all.
What do you think about the floating critical rule? Do you swear by it, or is it the worst thing ever? Let me know in the video comments below if you have a cool story about how a floating critical is completely
I'll give my
changed
opinions
or
in a
saved your
second.
game. Let me know.
Just let him.
Big thanks as always for watching, and the Ko-Fi supporters named above, you are amazing. If you want more, check out the channel or click on the link above. I crave the dopamine hit that comes from seeing numbers slowly go up. Take care and go make the world a slightly better place today and tomorrow.
Damn straight. I would say in a normal like tabletop game, this would be absolutely perfect. But for mech tech specifically, mech tech is very brutal when it comes to tabletop games. The AI is very ruthless. Now, it does depend upon how the AI is handled, which one you pick, but it can be very ruthless in its in what it decides to do to you on the battlefield. All within reason, but I would say adding floating critical hits in that instance would probably not be the best idea. Does suppose that means I can do it back to them, but I don't know. I've had too many matches where a princess has absolutely destroyed me. Even though I have been getting better at mech tech. If you don't know what that is, you don't need to worry about it. Chat, other than that, the original video will be linked down below. Other than that, this has been Annika, signing out.